Test, 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 test. Yeah, there we go. That was all me. We back. I see my voice now. All right. All right. Cool. As always, we're doing this shit live. But yeah, you didn't. That's good. Good. You didn't hear the other two judges. You didn't hear them. You didn't hear them talking. Ooh. So it worked out that I muted it. Woo! In any case, yeah, Astrogazer is way too good. But yeah, welcome. We finally freaking made it. The final stream before Mistake on the Lake. Maybe. Um, I wanted to get this information to you all earlier in the month, but stuff happened, and I'll elaborate as to that. Um, However, if you were watching Ohio DDR, if you're sub to Ohio DDR on Twitch, you would have heard me actually announce what the next two judges were. It was going to be Woomy and excuse me, and my boy Dallas. However, what ended up happening is that Dallas had to he excuse me, sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Fitaku, and I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. Fitaku, he had to cancel um, because he had a death in the family. So he was busy dealing with all of that. Talked to him earlier this week, and we, floated the idea of judging, judging remotely. But I said, you know what, it's important that you be with your family. So we'll, and I told him to, watch from afar, but support his family. So, if you know Fitaku, if you, follow him, make sure, you send some good prayers and everything in his way, keep him in your thoughts. Yeah, it's been a rough week for a lot of people, a lot of loss out there. Me, personally, friend's wife passed away, but for everyone out there who's hurting, we're all together. I'm with you. I think about you. So spirits and everything else. So your second judge is actually interesting. He was one of the only people to reach out to me. Um, Woomy was the first one. Woomy was immediately like, "Hey, yo, can I judge?" And I was like, "All right, cool, perfect." And then the idea of actually making the Dance Rush judges be purely Dance Rush judges that are from the community. They're the players. I decided to remove myself as the third judge because one of the things last year was just like, hey, we didn't understand what the judges are looking for, and one of the players doesn't play it, so they don't know the nuances and everything. So I decided to completely, step back and just be TO and MC for this and get a third judge. That's when I asked Fitaku. He said yes. The next person, he just missed the cutoff, and he asked maybe a day or two after I picked Fitaku, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, dude." But he's like, "You know what? I'm still gonna come anyway because I can't miss this. We're gonna, Keshki's gonna be here. I'm still showing up to Modal." So yesterday, I reached out to him and said, "Hey, you're still coming? You want to do it?" And he decided to post a bunch of animated cats my way. One of them might have been his. I'm not entirely sure. So I knew that he was on board. That being said, your third guest judge to join Woomy, everyone, drum roll, transition, is your boy Cookie FGC, aka Cookie. It's Isn't that exciting, everyone? It's 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 great because if I'm correct, you don't have like current you don't really get out to many of these big events much, do you? You normally are just kind of stuck in. Oh no! All right, we're gonna solve this problem, y'all.
There is so much messed up, and I love it.
There we go.
This is. Can 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 y'all hear me?
Now they can
Hello.
hear you.
Test, test, one, two,
Tell me
four.
if you can appreciate my cat.
Yeah, now you're good. I had it set to the wrong. So I have two of the same monitors. They're the same exact. They're identical. So OBS doesn't know how to differentiate between the two. So it's literally a 50-50 shot as to whether or not they can hear you or I can get the audio out the right thing. But yo, all right, they're quiet. I think I cut them up. They should be good now.
Hello. Testing. Troubleshooting.
That is troubleshooting. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, you're at the same level as I am. All right, cool. Yo, you two, thank you so much for coming on and being judges. Like, it's at first, I wanted to have a more rigorous testing process. I thought I had people in mind, but you two are kind of like, why wouldn't it be you two, right? You're you're active in the Dance Rush community. You're active in the Discord. People know who you are. You're on social media. You do the TikToks and the such, and I don't do any of that. You have this corner of like the Dance Rush community that I personally don't touch, and it's awesome. So thank you guys once again for both of you for coming and judging and stuff.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I've been wanting to judge a dance competition, whether it be Dance Rush or off the pad dancing, for a while now.
Yeah, no, I've only been playing Dance Rush for a year, so the fact this is happening is mind blowing to me. Thank you for having me.
I mean, to be fair, you're kind of really good for just playing for a year, and that's the thing.
Thank TikTok for that. I learned shuffling in 2018 from TikTok. So shout out TikTok.
TikTok making dreams come true. It seems you should do it, kids. Sometimes the TikTok isn't all trash. Oops, all right, I had to fix the camera a little. It isn't all trash media.
Sometimes learning a TikTok dance or two ain't bad. Just saying.
All right, so okay. That being said, all right, Woomy, you've only been playing for a year. Cookie, how long have you been playing for?
I've been playing since 2018. When the Cavs dropped stateside, that was when I started playing. I didn't play often, because that was around when I moved to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So like I played a few times and then moved to Florida, and I would only play when I came back for the winter.
Yeah.
Because I would come back home and they'd be around half an hour away. But I didn't start going truly hard until we got our cab here in Florida, which wasn't until like 2021.
Okay, that's somehow that makes sense because I've always wondered that when like you have a pretty good knowledge of like in the nuances of the game as if you've been playing it for a long time. But I did the math mentally. I was like, all right, so he's only been playing for like 2 years at this point. No, you've just been playing forever. You just kind of dabbled in it, so to speak.
My YouTube history, if you go back 4 years ago, it's like the same like 6 videos. It's like Liched in the Three Families. It's that one 5243 in Kazvid. It's that Guani in Kazvid. That Tenori in Kazvid. Like that's literally just like my YouTube history from like 2019. If you know what those videos are, you deserve the veterans reward card.
Wow. And just to think that like we're Dance Rush boomers at this point. We've been playing this game long enough to know like back in our days there were these songs. You kids don't know about these songs.
It's true. Rest in peace, Spinning Records.
Yeah.
I love understanding nothing. It's great. Let's go.
Oh. I miss some Spinning Record songs. Some good
Rest in peace,
licenses.
Dub.
But okay. So that being said, you're coming to Ohio. Have any one of you been to Ohio before?
I have not gone out of state.
Yeah! This is your first trip out of state. Let's go to Ohio.
Ohio. No, I haven't traveled to Ohio before. I've been meaning to do it for a little while because I have some friends in Columbus. But like the closest I've gotten to Ohio is Combo Breaker.
And that's like a whole separate set of states and stuff
Yup.
over. But yeah, no, welcome. You will be in Cleveland. Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is pretty rad if you like that type of thing. Home of the world's largest roller coaster amusement park, which is still open for the season, by the way. And we have a giant ass lake. That's so
Look at-
our beach is off of a lake that's like one of the biggest lakes in the world. So there's that. That's pretty neat. Oh, but it is cold. Like it's fall for real here. So if you like trees and like tree leaves changing color, woo! Ohio is gonna be neat for that. But it's gonna be freaking rad. Cookie, I'm excited for you because ever since you've been in Florida, you don't get a chance to play on current EMUs that much.
Yeah, for weeks now, or basically months, I've been planning, like especially with Pseudo, I'm like, so I'm just gonna take your card and I'm gonna play all the songs I've been wanting to play for the last 2 years. I'm playing Go Down first and no one is stopping me. I don't care.
I mean, song's great. Like we're spoiled up here, when I think about it. Just like we get to play the shit as it comes out. And you've got to look on like, I'm gonna play that shit in like a year and a half or two.
I'm just waiting for us to get the next quote unquote update, hopefully this year, but I'm just twiddling my fingers. I'm like, ooh, I get to play Crystal Clear and Bloody Bounce over and over again until my knees break.
You also get to play Touch My Body.
True. Oh my god.
Yep.
Touch My Body is a 10 out of 10.
It's
Recommend.
Anubasu makes these songs that just go so crazy. Like to Mommy All Nighter from Sound Voltex, insane. That's another song that I wouldn't mind being a good April Fool's joke song because the gimmicks in Sound Voltex are stupid. It's hilarious. So yeah, no, I'm excited for you to get to play that. And Woomy, this is your first time out, so I'm sure you're excited to meet fucking everybody here in the US.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I've only met Futaku and Ken. Other than that, I have not met any other Dance Rush creator or artist, so I'm hyped.
Oh man, I can't wait. It's gonna be freaking dope. That
Plus,
being said, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Think about the TikTok content. It will go crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm expecting everyone who does some form of like social media for Dance Rush is gonna be recording some footage all weekend. Cause it needs it would be dumb not to, right?
Exactly. It's the biggest Dance Rush tournament in the United States.
It's so wild that we're at that point now too. Yet with last year there were 24 people. This year there's 32. And we have Keshki coming in for it. That's the most exciting part to me. It's like, yo, we finally get to we get to bring the boy, we get to bring the homie over. He's gonna be just kicking it with us for that entire weekend. Ah!
The fact we get to bring such a big name to the United States, it's big. It's crazy.
I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be if it's anything like last year. Yeah, I'm excited for you too, because last year it was awesome. The cameras didn't really catch a lot of this stuff, but everyone kind of organically, we just kind of got together. We were doing dance sessions out in the middle of the mall. Everyone was just happy playing with each other. everyone went home with like some new tech, some new style, inspired to go out there and rip it. So yeah, I'm excited to feel that once again with more people, dude. Oh, it's gonna be so sick. But speaking of which, the tournament, right? The actual tournament itself. You guys are the two judges. So you two and Keshki are going to be the judges. And one of the things for feedback that we got last year was that people didn't really know why they got the scores that they got, what they were supposed to be judged on in particular. It was kind of vague. And I kind of took when I first got that feedback right after MoTL last year, I was kind of like, well, yeah, I thought I explained it well enough. I figured, it was pretty plain. Then, I went to a tournament afterwards and I felt that exact same sensation where it's like, why did I get that score that I got? Granted, I didn't do great. I know I didn't do great that day. A panic attack will do that to you, but I was like, why did I get that score? And so I felt that and I immediately was like, yeah, they're right. I got to implement that rule. So Keshki, when we had him on stream, he already told us about what he was looking for. Mostly that one, your style pretty much matches the type of song that you're going to or your intensity. But overall, remember that this is a game that's built off of shuffling. So you still have to be able to stay true to the essence of the game and style within that. That being said, you two may have a little bit of a different outlook. As a reminder for those of you watching, for the rules, the scoring is broken down one of them. It's 40% of your score is going to be based off of your in-game score. So your points, your scoring does matter. Your timing, accuracy does matter. We are playing a dance game after all. It would kind of defeat the purpose if you could just kind of ignore what was going on the screen in essence of just kind of flexing on the stage. 60% of your score however, is going to be dedicated to style. For your performance score. Your performance score is going to be broken into two different categories. One, your style, and two, execution. Your style is exactly what it's going to be like. It's going to be judging your actual dance moves, your repertoire, your actual raw riz performance steez, as well as like any kind of like additional things like costuming, it's props if they work. It's going to be that whole entire sphere. And then your execution is going to be based off of how well you do those moves. Is it under control? Does it flow together? Some people prefer a little bit more of a control. Some people like for things to flow together. Some people are a little bit of both. So within those confines, those are kind of those that criteria is pretty rigid. However, the nuance is what each judge kind of brings to it. So, Wumi, let's start with you. What are you going to be looking for? On at kind of like a fundamental level, style wise, for people.
So for style wise, Rise, like you said, I want you to be able to execute a certain type of style like Melbourne, jump style. However, your song you pick, I want you to be able to go based off of that. Now, some extra points I would like to add is that if you're able to switch between, let's say you're doing a Melbourne and then there's like a little jump style part and you can execute that pretty well, that will also go into execution. That will be a big thing for me. And that's what I really like is whenever you're able to switch between or combine two different styles and add them together or more. That's what I'm mainly looking for. If you just stay to one and you can execute that perfectly while getting a good score, that will also do really good for me. But I want you to be able to actually have uniqueness and be a little more different from everybody else. So that's also what I'm looking for, is uniqueness. I'm looking for you to do what others can't do without breaking or hurting yourself.
Okay. I think that's pretty fair. Me personally, I kind of feel that way too. To be able to basically whatever you're choosing to do, whatever style it is, you do it pretty cleanly. You really kind of go for that, but also bring a bit of uniqueness to it. Um, and yeah, not hurting yourself. That's always the most important thing at the end of the day. But the unique, and so you'd say like, the originality is like an important factor for you, right?
Yes, I want you to be able to do what the originality. Yes, basically, that's basically it.
Yeah, uniqueness, originality, you know, they're similar, a little bit different. Uniqueness is just kind of something different. Originality is bringing something independent to the table. All right, well, this is what we're doing. So since Kat is upstairs with Mrs. Ajikin,
Hatsune Miku.
She's being a little silly. She's a little silly.
Oh boy.
we're gonna
Bahaj.
there we go. We're gonna sit here with Bloy, and I forget what the whale is called.
Blihoy Minyoy.
Basically, if you don't know, the Church of Lahoy is the greatest. We stand this shark in the house. And then the IKEA whale is also the homie too. So, yeah, okay, awesome. I feel like that's pretty well. That's a distinct thing to look for. You did a good pretty job. Yeah, did a pretty good job summing that up. Now, Cookie, we've put you on the spot, but I know you've been waiting for this forever. What will you be looking for?
So, for my style and creativity, I've been mulling this over a lot in terms of my own dance over the last couple of months. I've had people call me an abstract dancer when I try to learn other styles. So for me, what I'm looking for in your style and creativity is if you're a multi-style dancer, I want to see how well you can blend those styles together to create one compelling story. If anyone here knows Earl Grey, the Japanese player, he is like the perfect embodiment of someone who can do so many different styles for one song and have it all work together. So for him, it's like, or for me, it's like I want to look at other people try to emulate that. I want to see you take all these styles that you've been learning or that you have learned, and I want to see you put those together and tell me a story. Like dancing to the song is one thing, but creating your own story within the song is a whole other level of dance that once you understand how to harness that kind of power when you dance, that's where you reach the next power level in your dance. You go from power level 5,000 to power level over 9,000 once you learn how to tell a story in your dance.
That's so unique. I love it. Everyone has a little bit of something different that they're looking for. That's not the first time I've heard that. Like I know that's something that a lot of judges, when you start to dance at like a really high level, in like some of those dance competitions, there always will be some judge, some trainer who that's what they look for. They always look for, hey, tell me a story through your dance. Try to do it in such a way where like I can kind of put a story to it. And and actually one of my teachers, one of my actual dance teachers, that's the thing that he loves about dance, is being able to take that and just kind of like create a story. It could be just like to a song, it could be just kind of like a short story, paint a picture. And he does some workshops on that. Shout out to Brooke, one of my biggest inspirations in dance, and my dance teacher. That's what he said. That's what got him into like Kizomba, was just like after a certain point, it's like, hey, I watched this couple and it looked like there was a story going on with them. Yeah, that's powerful, man. That's sick. It's awesome. It's awesome. So you guys heard that. So now that's what's gonna That's what you have to look for in this last week. I know a lot of people, you've at least picked your song, starting to kind of like wrap it up, put some touches on it. So maybe now that you know the criteria, know what the judges are looking for, you can kind of add that last little bit of seasoning and package it up that way. Before we go, just kind of a couple of fun things to talk about. First, what is going to be the first song that you play when you get here? When you get here and you have a chance to play on the machine. So,
Already answered this. We already answered this.
well, you
I'm
said
playing-
Go Down. You're right.
I'm playing
I
Go Down. There's no other way you're getting me to play any other song.
Ride or Die. I like hard songs. Ride or Die.
Somebody's got to play it this weekend.
Gonna be
It probably won't be me. All right, cool. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's go with this. Have you heard the new song that's coming out next week?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I was listening to it with my girlfriend. We were both just jamming out to it. I'm hyped. But I'm curious, what level will it be?
That's what I want to know. By the way, Cookie, I'm not sure if you checked the Discord, if you listened to it. You played Musica before, right?
Yeah.
Virtual Bit is going to be the next song coming out next week.
What? 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 How do we know this? Did I miss something?
They just announced it on Twitter.
I missed it. No. Oh, I see it. No.
No!
Oh, it's a good thing I don't have a current setup. I'm gonna be honest. Cause I can't deal with another Kan Takahiko song on my wallet.
If MoTL were a week later, we would be playing that song. But chat, if you haven't heard this song, I'm gonna go ahead and play it right now for you. And I want opinions. If you've never heard this song, the song is from Musica. It's a Kan Takahiko song. So familiar artists in Dance Rush. This song is like 6 years old and it still fucking claps to this day. It's so good. It's actually interesting. I'm just gonna play it and then we're gonna discuss it. If you guys want to listen to it, you can. Oh, no audio on stream. Okay, time out. We got to fix this. Not in my America.
Sounds of crickets kind of go hard, man. I can't lie.
Not in my economy.
Oh.
Let's see. Silent rave. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Oh God.
Silent disco? Yeah. Silent disco goes hard though. You have a mad vibey room, you have everyone wearing headphones, and then you have the one guy in the corner just absolutely going ape.
This is going great.
Listen, we're back to technical difficulties. It's fun. I got Miku's forehead in the camera.
All right, this is what I get for trying to do this the long way. All right. I unbroke it, I think. Did I do it? Did I do it correctly?
We're about to find out. Here it comes. Troubleshooting. Plink. Plink, plink.
Oh, okay, good. Woo! All right, I got the cameras back up.
Oh, that's not a great shot of Miku.
All right, let's see. Let's switch it over to the other one. I bet it's on the other speaker. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah. The song's so good. Okay. Yeah, it will be out by Modal. That's right, it will be. It's gonna be out by Modal. I forgot. That's next week. Yeah, let's fucking go. It's the season of hardstyle, baby. It has no business being this good. Oh man, I forgot.
Literally on the way home
Jeez.
from work today, I was blasting some hardstyle.
I don't know. I'll have to check the date. I'll have to check what I wrote in the rules. Because there is a cutoff date where all songs that are available before that date will be legal to freestyle. So I'll double check that and I'll post about it on Twitter. Worst case scenario is that we won't be able to do it for your freestyle, but you can do it for funsies when we have free play, because my card will pretty much be available anyways for general free play for people who don't have it. So as I check Twitter, because it's really I'm going off of the strictness of how to get it. So Twitter.
Wow. He.
See, so it's the 16th. Oh, yeah. It should be legal to use.
Yeah, it's like basically like a whole week before the tournament. Okay.
10
Odds-
a.m. So it will be legal as of the exact cutoff. Because you can start getting stamps for it on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yep, it'll be at the buzzer. Do I recommend that you freestyle it for the competition? I wouldn't. That only gives you like 2 days to prep. Don't do that to yourself unless you have a fuck ton of time. But
I mean, it's free game.
it's if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not gonna stop you. But I will have that shit unlocked, and I will at least, because the song goes way too hard. I'll have that uploaded by the next day. Practice and reinforce yourself with the knowledge on the trip over. So yeah, you'll have 2.5 days to fucking grind that shit. Good luck if that's what you want to do. Yeah, that's totally going to be an 8 or a 9. In my opinion, I think it's going to be an 8 or a 9. Most of the hardstyle songs are like 9s at this point.
I think it would be a 9, honestly.
Especially
Make it
with
a
like
10.
that beat change down there. Oh, I just as long as we go hardstyle, the hardstyle songs have just been pretty on point in this game, at least chart wise. So, let's hope that good fortune continues. But yeah, so we've been on for an hour. We're just gonna go ahead and call it. Thank you guys for coming on and telling us what you're looking for in the freestyles, and thank you for Cookie for volunteering, for stepping up and covering Fitaku, and he couldn't make it, so thank you for being flexible and becoming a judge when we needed it the most.
It's all right. I'm Batman.
You're Spider-Man. Everyone gets one. Yes, we'll go with that. But to all the people that I'm going to see next week, looking forward to meeting all of you in person. And if you can't make it in person, make sure you tune in next Friday at 7:30 Eastern time to catch all of the funness of Mistake on the Lake 5, the Dance Rush division. It's going to be 32 people, 2 pools of 16. 2 people make it out of each pool for a final freestyle where they will have to freestyle from a pool of songs. So if you're going to be there, I look forward to seeing you. If you're going to be in chat, I look forward to seeing you in chat and seeing you post about it and providing a very entertaining show. People have been working hard, people have been practicing. There's over $1,000 in prize money on the line going to the winner. It's the least I could do for y'all, man. It's only but so many times, and it's so much effort to get everyone together in one place to play this game from across the country. So I figure I at least got to try to make it worth everyone putting in their time and making the trip. Yeah, because it's like I said, it's not often that we get to do this, and I feel like we all want to do this as much as possible. But the country is huge. This is such a big country. So I'm glad that you know, I could get people who normally don't come to tournaments, who normally wouldn't be on this part of the world, to people who, you know, are leaving their state for the first time, all over, to someone, a top ranker from Asia coming over to kind of like cross that, you know, to build that bridge and show them what our community is like. So I'm grateful for all of you, and I am happy to bring you along for the ride. That being said, everyone, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself. Wash your damn hands, everyone. COVID's going around. All sorts of gross sickness is going around. Just wash your damn hands. Just saying. Get that booster. Get boosted if you could, if it's available near you. Don't forget, trans rights and lives are human rights and lives. Black Lives Matter. Be nice to each other, but ultimately, be nice to yourself. It's seasons changing, you know, wherever you are, whether it is going to spring or it's going to fall up here in the Northern Hemisphere. It sucks, you know, but you deserve to be nice to yourself. Lastly, if no one else has told you this yet today, let me be the first to say I love you. You are valuable, you are important, and you deserve to be here. Catch y'all later. See you next week. Peace out.
Peace.